Love the Eagles as much as we do? Then hit that subscribe button and stick with us at Eagles Nest News for all the drama, updates, and hype all season long. The NFL offseason is always a time of endless speculation, wild rumors, and dreams that sometimes feel far-fetched until they suddenly become real. And when a star player makes even the slightest comment, fans and analysts alike jump to connect the dots, searching for meaning, looking for signals. This week, it wasn't just any player stirring the pot. It was CeeDee Lamb, the Dallas Cowboys electric wide receiver, who decided to drop a subtle yet thunderous bombshell that sent shockwaves throughout the NFC East and beyond. In just a few words, Lamb has ignited a firestorm of excitement, confusion, and hope, especially among the passionate fan base of the Philadelphia Eagles. It all began with an interview that, on the surface, seemed fairly routine. Lamb was relaxed, speaking about his offseason mindset, his preparation, and, of course, the contract situation that continues to loom large over his future in Dallas. But then came the part that made headlines. When asked about teams he respects, franchises that do things the right way, and potential landing spots if things don't work out with the Cowboys, Lamb paused. He smirked, and then, almost casually, he said, "You look at Philly, it got something going on over there." That was all it took. One line, one city, and suddenly, Eagles Twitter erupted. Videos of the quote went viral within minutes. Fan accounts started posting mock-ups of Lamb in midnight green, running routes next to A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. The idea of Lamb suiting up for the Eagles, a hated division rival, felt both surreal and tantalizingly possible. Some called it a bluff, a leverage play in ongoing negotiations with the Cowboys. Others, however, believe Lamb may have just cracked open a door that Philadelphia is ready to kick down. The tension between Lamb and the Cowboys front office has been simmering for a while now. Despite being one of the league's top receivers, Lamb still doesn't have a long-term deal in place. The Cowboys, who have long been criticized for their inconsistent cap management and failure to lock in key players early, now find themselves in a precarious position. With Dak Prescott also awaiting a new contract and Micah Parsons expected to command a record-breaking extension soon, there's growing concern that Dallas simply won't be able to afford everyone. And if Lamb feels even the slightest bit undervalued, the market will be waiting and listening. And nowhere is the market more alert than in Philadelphia. The Eagles, under GM Howie Roseman, have built a reputation as one of the league's most aggressive and creative front offices. They've never been afraid to swing big, especially for elite talent. The team already boasts an offense packed with stars, but the idea of adding CeeDee Lamb to that mix is the kind of move that could tilt the balance of power in the entire NFC. Just imagine Jalen Hurts dropping back with Brown on one side, Lamb on the other, and Smith slicing through the middle. It's the stuff of nightmares for opposing defenses and dreams for Eagles fans. For Lamb, it wouldn't just be a chance to compete for a Super Bowl. It would be a statement. Leaving the Cowboys for the Eagles would be more than just a business decision. It would be a dramatic shift in the NFL's power dynamics, the kind of move that turns legacies into legends. And while some Cowboys fans scoff at the idea, dismissing Lamb's comments as harmless praise, others aren't so sure. The fact that he mentioned Philly at all, unprompted, raises eyebrows. This isn't just another city. This is their most hated rival. And for Lamb to acknowledge them in this way, it means something. There's also the personal side of it. Lamb, like many star receivers, thrives on energy, on passion, competition, and the bright lights of big moments. Philadelphia offers all of that in spades. The fan base, as intense as they come, would welcome him with open arms if he were to make the jump. And despite the historic animosity between the two franchises, players have made the switch before. There's precedent. And if the Cowboys continue to hesitate on giving Lamb the deal he believes he's earned, the idea of suiting up in green might become more than just a hypothetical. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Behind the scenes, agents and executives are surely taking note. In a league where windows of opportunity can close quickly, A player like Lamb holds power, especially when he's entering his prime and coming off another dominant season. The numbers speak for themselves. He's explosive, he's consistent, he's clutch, and he's already proven he can be a #1 target, capable of taking over games and carrying an offense. The Eagles, already one of the most dynamic teams in the league, could instantly become a juggernaut with Lamb in the fold. Of course, it's still early. There are no reports of actual trade talks, no official negotiations. But as anyone who follows this league knows, where there's smoke, there's usually fire. And Lamb's comments have poured gasoline on what was already a smoldering storyline. Whether it's this offseason, next year in free agency, or somewhere down the line, the idea of Lamb in an Eagles uniform now exists in the minds of millions, and that alone changes the narrative. For Dallas, the pressure is mounting. Every day without a new deal increases the chances of an unexpected twist. Every compliment Lamb pays to another franchise tightens the grip of uncertainty. And for a team that has spent decades chasing a return to the Super Bowl, losing a star like Lamb to a division rival would be more than just a front office blunder. It would be a gut punch to the entire fan base. Meanwhile, in Philadelphia, the energy is different. It's hopeful, it's aggressive, and it's ready. The Eagles have shown time and again that they're not content with just competing. They want to dominate. And if Lamb truly sees something special in Philly, if he believes in the culture, the quarterback, the vision, it's not hard to imagine a future where that vision becomes reality. In the end, this might just be a footnote in the saga of C.D. Lamb's career, a moment that came and went, a quote that stirred the pot before everything settled back into place. But maybe, just maybe, it's the beginning of something bigger. Maybe it's the first crack in the wall separating Lamb from his next chapter. Maybe it's the spark that sets the whole NFC East ablaze. Because when a player like C.D. Lamb speaks, the league listens. And when he mentions the Eagles, the whole world pays attention. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.